Hey guys, welcome to Ramen number 3. Surprisingly, I thought it would take a lot longer to find a new editing software and get everything ready, figuring out all the kinks, but it only took around 3 days. This would probably be my shortest hiatus. Pretty sure my longest one was back in April, and I ended up not posting for around 2 months. So props to all those people who made YouTube videos on free editing softwares to make my search a breeze. Sadly, we don't have a lot of information. The past week has been more quiet than usual. Little odd. Even so, let's get into this week's news. I think this one bit of information makes up for all the other smaller ones. On September 23rd, we celebrated Nintendo's 128th birthday. The company was originally founded on the same day in 1889 by Fusajiro Yamauchi, the grandfather of Hiroshi Yamauchi, Nintendo's third president from 1949 to 2002. Interestingly enough, Nintendo didn't get into the electronic toy industry until the 1960s and 70s, and was originally founded for the production of Hanafuda playing cards. I think we can all take a moment here to wish the company a happy birthday, hoping their massive success will only continue to grow. In other news, we have some information on the Nintendo Switch's newest first-person shooter, Doom, and apparently it's only going to run in 30 frames per second. At least only in handheld mode. Now, some people are thinking, is this going to completely ruin the game? Will this be where the game falls, and is 30 frames per second even playable? You might be thinking, what's wrong with 30 frames per second? If you don't know, almost every first-person shooter clocks in at around 60 frames per second, so the gameplay looks smooth and natural. 30 frames would run at only half the speed. Personally, I think there will be no problem. I've played many 30 frames per second first-person shooters, and I've had no problem with them. Think back to the Wii U, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, I think it was. That console, it only ran at 30 frames per second on the Wii U, and that game looked great. I played the heck out of it, and the game, every time I played it, I can't recall a time where the gameplay was bugging it because it only ran at 30 frames per second. On the other side of shooter games, we have some new iPhone cases to promote Nintendo Switch's exclusive first-party games, Splatoon 2 and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We have some black, green, and pink iPhone cases that replicate an Inkling's phone from the new Ink shooter, Splatoon 2. We also have a regular Splatoon 2 themed phone case that doesn't offer anything too special. And last but not least, Nintendo will be releasing a Sheikah Slate themed iPhone case straight from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. These iPhone cases will be available for the iPhone 8, 7, 6S, and iPhone 6 sometime this year. I'm not sure. It's going to be around 2,000, 3,000, and 4,000 yen. An international release is not known yet, since I gathered all this information from the Japanese news forum on the Nintendo Switch. And last on our list of Nintendo news, the Super NES Classic is to be released on September 29th, and apparently each Target store is only to get 20 of them in stock. Now, I'm sure all of us panicked at first because the shipment of the system was supposed to end after 2017, but with the high demand of the new mini console, Nintendo has decided to ship the product into 2018. Thank you guys all for watching this week's Raw Ramen. If you want to see more videos like these, click the Hit the Cold Ramen, and I'll see you guys in the next one.